Can someone buy a home with poor credit or no credit? And truthfully, the real question was originally, can a first-time home buyer buy a home with no credit or poor credit? So a couple of different things. I'm going to remove the first-time home buyer because ultimately people can buy homes with no credit or poor credit. So you don't have to be a first time. It's not exclusive to first time home buyers. So the real question is, can somebody buy a home, no credit, poor credit? Let's talk poor credit. First and foremost, understand when the mortgage industry pulls your credit report, it's going to be lower than what you're seeing as a consumer. So if you pay for some sort of monitoring, or if you know your credit score to be X from some website, or you're buying a car, realize the mortgage industry has a lower grading scale. So our scores oftentimes come in 50 to 80 points lower than what you may see out there. So it's like, well, I got bad credit. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? It's all relative. Because I've had people say, I got terrible credit, and they got really good credit. It's just they missed something once and they think it's just totally garbage. I got folks say, man, I got great credit. And you look at it like, well, it's okay credit. So it's relative. So let's put some numbers to it. The mortgage world, typically 580 and above. 580 mortgage credit score, the mortgage mid score, right? Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Those three are going to be looked at. Whichever one falls in the middle is the score that's the mortgage world is going to use for determining your credit. So if that's middle score, you got one score at 570, one at 580, and another at 590. 580 is the mid score. That, for a lot of lenders, 580 will get you an opportunity to qualify, meaning you're not just totally shut out versus a 550. I don't know. I don't know many that would do it. I don't know any. I'm sure there's somebody out there that will, but 580 is kind of that really bottom where it's like that does matter. I would say 600 and 620 are kind of the new other intervals where some lenders that don't do 580 may do 6 or 620. There are absolutely options for that. But most importantly, reach out to a good lender like the Mortgage Mark team, right? Reach out to a good lender. We can get a strategy in place. We got simulators. We have a fantastic credit person that we recommend. We've been using him for Wayne for 15 years. He's over 15 years. The dude's incredible. Let's get a plan in place because it may not be a no. It may just be a not yet. So if the credit's been damaged, absolutely, let's get a game plan in place. Let's talk about what we got to do. And even if it's a year or 2 years down the road, get a plan in place for how to get there so that you can achieve home ownership. For no credit, like, hey, man, I got nothing, right? Nothing's active. I haven't had credit a long time. Maybe you had it long ago and it's just haven't, or you've never started. Harder to do, but there are programs. Absolutely, there are things that you can do to get that done. There are ways that you can set up, get credit established quicker and have something show up. You can build what's called alternative credit through like cell phones and utility bills, stuff like that. But again, reach out to us, reach out to a lender. Let's just get you going. Let's get a game plan. It does take work. If you're willing to do it, I promise we are. So let us know if you have questions, but don't let bad credit or no credit stop you. Like I said, it just may be it's not a no, it's just a not yet. Let's get a game plan and let's execute. If you have questions, reach out to us. The Mortgage Mark team is always here to help. And as always, when you think mortgage, think Mark.